Dear Ann Landis, my husband
Dear
and I
Abby,
are in shock.
I'm
We've
extremely
been married
upset.
for over 30 years.
My son got married in
Dear
April.
Ann Landis.
We were very
I
happy.
thought
Dear
she
Abby,
said
a
I
wife
was
into our family.
happy.
She's a woman, dear Abby.
She thinks way too much of
So
herself.
happy.
She had to get married.
Dear Pod.
Street. I will lay down in traffic right now.
All right.
Let's discuss something very important because it showed up on both of our Instagram timelines.
Correct.
Do we want to talk? The second that you said I learned something new about Pee-wee's Playhouse, and I said I learned the exact same thing today,
It's the theme song.
sung by Cyndi Lauper.
Never have I ever put it together,
Ever. Never have I ever.
but it does make sense.
It makes complete sense. It's almost like a piece of my childhood has been missing until today. And then the algorithm was like, do you feel hollow inside? Here's the missing piece.
It's like they just miracle growed my memory.
They did, and it made my childhood, I don't know, what's the word? Happy?
I mean, well, that's what Pee Wee's Playhouse did anyway. I mean, he brought on Cher. He had
Grace Jones doing a striptease on the Christmas special. I mean,
Yeah.
children love Grace Jones.
Huda.
Stripping.
It's not Christmas until
Grace Jones takes
shows
off
up.
her shirt.
Right.
Yes.
Her metal shirt. Her metal plate shirt.
It takes like three guys with those reverse screwdrivers that just like, okay, you guys, we have to get Grace Jones out of this bustier. How are we going to do it? It's a striptease.
Guys, just keep in mind, it's 9 a.m. It's a kid's cartoon show.
And it's
She
Christmas.
just came back from Studio 54. Someone wiped the cocaine off of her nose.
Yes, and also, did everybody have their TB shots? Because this is real metal, and
Right.
she walked over here in the rain.
And it smells like semen because these four half-naked men. Again, you guys, it's 9 a.m.
She got
and
dropped
it's a
off by
children's
Andy
cartoon
Warhol.
show.
That's why I love Pee-wee's Playhouse. For so many reasons, I love Pee-wee's Playhouse.
It was like an acid trip that I was like, I'm here.
But to hear that Cyndi Lauper did the theme song for it just is like the chef's kiss. You know, it's the cherry on top
She's
of
so
the childhood
unusual.
Sunday.
Because,
Come on along and listen to. Oh wait, that's the Lullaby of Broadway.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
but
Same
I mean,
thing.
like, you're listening to it. You think of her, and then you watch the opening credits. You're like, yeah, this is pretty much everything that's in her closet
Yes.
is now animated.
Wait, I got. Come on along and pull yourself up a chair like Cherry.
Yeah.
Now, I guess I didn't have a good childhood. But let's just say, I love that she fell off of the We Are the World set and was like, yeah, I'll do the song. I'll do the theme song for your kids' show. Can I write it?
I can't think of a single line out of nowhere.
Not for nothing. That Cyndi
Except
Lauper
for-
impression
it's
sounds like my
it's,
impression of Jules.
Golly, it's cuckoo. That's all I know.
Oh, I should know this. I'm just going to look it up, everybody, while we're talking. Lyrics to
Pee Wee's Playhouse.
what a
I just like that
wonderful
the
way.
Sphinx did like a little head move.
Yes.
I like that there was claymation at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. But like most of it was claymation, wasn't it?
I'm not too sure.
I like that I'm looking up the lyrics.
Oh, stop motion, yeah.
Lyrics. Oh, yes, stop motion. The best. It was like, what was the kid? Ranker Bass? Is that what it was?
Penny?
Rankin Bass.
Oh.
They did stop motion. They did like Rudolph and Santa Claus is coming. There you go.
But I think Penny, now it's time for a Penny cartoon. She was clay, I think.
That was the only thing I didn't like in Pee-wee's Playhouse, and that was the closest character to me. I mean, that's what I looked like Penny.
I think
I
it was
had
just like the
headgear.
sound effects for her.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy Penny. But in the same way I didn't like the cowboy guy.
I didn't either.
Wait, wasn't that
Lawrence Fishburne.
that was
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne? What in the what?
Yeah.
Like Academy Award winning people were on Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Grammy Award winning people. Grace Jones.
Again, 9 a.m. kids show.
Yes. Why do you think I am the way I am? Wham.
Which is so funny. It was funny that it was I mean, I know why I watched it because I was not really a child.
No.
So it's
you
like
were,
you-
I was an elder child too.
Right. so you're watching it because you kind of know what's happening, and you kind of know that this is not really a kid's show.
And you're smoking your candy cigarette.
Because he started off on with that HBO show, right?
Oh, and it was dark.
Yes.
It was dirty. Remember the strip on it? It was the Roxy. It was Pee-wee at the Roxy in L.A. Mm-hmm. And then he got a huge whole career out of that.
Yep.
He liked the weed, too.
And then the movie.
And then I saw him live on Broadway, and I met him.
I missed that.
I hung out with Miss Yvonne. Do you
R.I.P.
understand that? I know, but she was like Lynn Stewart, R.I.P., so phenomenal, so sweet.
So funny.
I definitely was hanging out in somebody's dressing room drinking a vodka tonic, talking to Miss Yvonne, and I hovered outside of my body and I looked down at my 10-year-old self, and I wanted to, like, if I could get a Wayback Machine and be like, little boy, hey, ginger boy, someday you're going to sit with your heroes and drink with them and talk about bumpets. That's what we talked about.
Bumpets.
And then she followed me online and she would comment on all my stuff. And I was like, this is Miss Yvonne.
The prettiest woman of all the land.
I'm telling you. And then, wait, who's the one? Because, you know, as you age and with the social media and the business that we're in, you know, there's lots of overlap. There's lots of chance for you to meet the people that you grew up watching.
Sure.
You know, I got to open for Emo Phillips. That's a whole trip, you know, right there.
Yeah.
But the weirdest out of all the strange DCEQ level celebrities is, for some reason, every year on Facebook, what is his name? Robbie Benson wishes me a happy birthday.
Isn't he
Do you
the
know
voice
who
of the Beast?
Yeah.
But he's also like the boyfriend in Ice Castle?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry.
I'm just shaking all the random
Oh, I thought
information
that I
in my
yelled
head.
into my microphone.
No, I'm just like, how that was just accessed. I actually shouldn't know that.
You should know that. That's you. You are a font of useless facts and information, and that is why we keep you around. You're like Ice Castles, 1986, Robbie Benson.
She's
also
blind
Pirates.
and she's a skater.
Didn't he do like Pirates of Penzance or something?
Yes,
I think-
at some point he did.
Thank you.
Yes, with Christy McNichol.
Wait, it's like I'm divining. I can sense
Right?
it.
Or
Christy
Pirates the
McNichol.
movie or whatever
Yes,
it was.
Pirates the movie. With Christy McNichol. Yes. For some reason, every year he wishes me a happy birthday and he sends me some weird YouTube song that he wrote with his wife. It is the strangest. I can't figure it out. But every year, that's how I know I age.
That's also like a happy name.
Robbie Benson?
Robbie Benson.
Hi, I'm Robbie Benson. I
No?
think that they're like crunchy granola. I think they're probably living somewhere in Arizona. If you do
I
a bit
didn't
of a
say
deep dive on it.
I just said it was a happy name. I didn't say what's behind the
You
cabinet.
didn't place any judgment.
Nope.
I am. Let's just say Birkenstocks. I'm very concerned.
Hey.
However, comma, I will always accept a happy birthday from Robbie Benson.
Why the hell?
Oh, and the guy who played Flick in Christmas Story.
The guy who did the porno?
You know what? Why can't I be more mainstream? Yeah, the guy who did the porno.
Who's in the toy?
Scott Schwartz.
Scott Schwartz. And
The toy with
I mean, that definitely changes the name Flick.
That's fine.
I do have the lyrics up right now for the Pee-wee's
Do it. You
Playhouse
don't have
song.
to sing it. You can do it.
Do you want me to read it? Like, okay,
Yes.
interpretive. It's long. So it's long.
We don't have to do the whole thing.
Okay, just a selection?
Yeah.
Do you want 16 bars? Globy's spinning, Mr. Windows grinning, 'cause Terry's flying by. Hello! The flowers are singing,
The picture phone is ringing. Dinosaur family goes, hi! Mr. Kite soaring, Conky still a snoring. There's a flashing magic screen. The Countess is so classy. Randy's kind of classy. The nuttiest establishment you never seen.
I mean,
That's a lot of words.
it's a lot of words, and I hope that she got paid well for that.
She probably did.
You know, for all that hair dye, shout out to the Lopper.
Yeah. And then it was between her and Madonna and We Are the World, and they chose.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They chose Cyndi Lauper. What do you think Madonna thought of that?
She didn't care. She probably didn't want to do it.
She went home and she fell into her bathtub of
Money.
hundreds and she just rubbed them on herself and she was like, I don't feel anything anymore. I feel no pain.
Let's take a picture of my vagina. I didn't do
Yeah.
this.
I'm going to put some more filler in the cheeks.
I don't know. Like Madonna's been popping up in my feed.
Same.
Like
Do we have the
random.
same algorithm?
We must. But it's like
Are you also getting stuff about menopause belly, or is that just me?
I definitely am not.
It's horrifying.
I am getting like it's your summer body's over. That
It's
like,
too late.
Yeah, I'm late.
Oh, wow. It's too late for you.
Yeah, it's over.
Wow.
My
Your
life
algorithm
over.
is so aggressive. They're
Well,
aggressive.
It's like young, ripped men, and everyone is trying to sell me like a workout program, and it's too late.
It's too late. At what point do we get to care less?
I don't.
This
My
was the
body
topic of
dysmorphia,
conversation last week. Your body dysmorphia is what? Sorry?
It won't let me care less.
God.
It'll kick in till I kill myself.
Oh, okay, good. I'm right there
Happy
with
holidays.
you. Me
Happy
and my
spring.
scar, everybody. Happy spring. We're too old to be worried about what we look like anymore, but the world is making us film things. So that's when I say, welcome to Dear Pod, the comedy advice podcast. I'm your host, Robbie Benson.
And I'm Betty Boop.
And we're coming to you from the Maha Barn, the beautiful Pineapple Ranch. Can I hear it? Cha-cha-cha. To yodel. And you should yodel with us. That's right. On your social medias at Dear Pod Official on your Insta and on your face at Dear Pod on TikTok. And ladies and gents, we are giving our new format just a little bit of a whirl again this week, seeing how it's going. Don't give me that side eye. We'd like your feedback, so please email us, dearpodadvice@gmail.com, but also send us your advice questions to dearpodadvice.com at gmail.com. dearpodadvice@gmail.com.
That's what it.
That's
Gmail.
what it should be, Gmail.
No one wants Gmail. It's
Everybody
Gmail.
wants Gmail. Gmail,
Did
get
you
out
send it to my
here.
Gmail account? Your what account?
My Gmail,
Gmail.
account. You guys, it's going to be a long
Have you tried
one.
the new Gmail?
I have, but it's not as good as the diet Gmail. That's right. We are taking your advice questions. Dearpodadvice@gmail.com or call us on our fancy new hotline, 917-887-6111.
You know, all those ones, they don't have a letter to it, so you can't actually make.
Oh, so we can't like make a word out
Yeah.
of it, like a Cars
Sad.
for Kids
Yeah.
type thing. That is a
Be
shame.
a lot of like,
Just silence.
Yeah.
Just sit. Come on along and call us at our hotline, 917-887-6111. And check us out on our YouTube page. Of course, here we are. We're giving you wacky, fun comedy faces and confusion and chaos over here at the Maha Bar. That's youtube.com/DearPodOfficial. No surprise there. And finally, and most importantly, our Patreon page, patreon.com/DearPodOfficial, where for a mere $5 a month, you can become a subscriber and get extra special tidbits in your inbox every week. Mainly the words that I am missing from this week's podcast, because our brains are taffy. Have you had a long week and it's only Monday?
correct. That is correct. Well, it is Monday.
It
So
is
Monday
Monday.
is a long day.
It feels it today. It feels like a long Monday.
Yes.
I mean, maybe it's because I've been in court all day because I'm watching the Karen Reed trial. And by the time this airs, oh, wait, is it airing on Thursday? So we may be up to date, everybody. I've been obsessively watching the Karen Reed trial because nothing is better.
My sister is watching this also.
Are you kidding me?
And she's like, I just don't know who to believe.
Oh,
And
put
I
a
don't.
pin in that, and I'm going to tell you right now who you should believe. But before we do, let's turn everything back on its head again. It's time. Let's just start it off with a drink, y'all, because I need a beverage. Let's loosen shit up, shall we? It's time for a specialty cocktail, specialty drink.
Why don't
Mr.
you throw
Globy's
something
spinning,
down
something
my
else is doing
gullet
it.
or watch some TV with me?
You want a little podcast? You should follow us at dearpodofficial.com.
Oh, did you like that? Oh, that was cute.
I don't know
I
what
sounded
she
a
is.
little Betty Boopish, which, by the way, I saw Boop. Highly recommend. We got free tickets to it.
I've been
The
trying
best
to see
part
it.
is Moth was like, "How was it?" And I was like, "It was fun. It was light. It was fluffy.
Yeah.
It was exactly what you expect it to be."
Yeah.
You know, you don't like go in there being like, "Well, the social commentary in Boop is top notch. I'm there to be moved by Boop." I mean, they're not saying anything that's gonna blow the roof off.
No,
of
you're there for fun. And what's
Fun.
wrong with having fun?
There is nothing wrong with having fun, which is why you should be watching us. You should be subscribing. You should be rating and reviewing. Because you know why? We're a little bit of fun. You're a little bit of terrific. And it's time for Specialty Cocktail,
make me
everybody.
tap
This
dance,
week
'cause I
we
can't.
don't even. We have the Blinker. Is that white smoke coming up from the Maha Tiki Lounge's chimney? How wonderful. It looks like James Jules Ferris is our new Papa de Cocktails. For this, you will need 2 ounces of rye, one. That was the sound of
We'll
my
get
career
there.
falling
We'll
to the
get there.
ground, everybody. 1 ounce grapefruit juice, 2 bar spoons of raspberry syrup, which I just saw him make. It looks pretty real. There's a lot happening today. Here's what you're going to want to do. Add all ingredients to a cocktail shaker. Add ice, shake, and strain into a cube glass. Garnish with a lemon twist. And here are the tasting notes. Just like the tradition of electing a new pope over the last 2,000 years, we here at the Maha Tiki Lounge continue the tradition of cranking out new and exciting cocktails throughout the 52 weeks. Just like the history of the pontiff, we are also going vintage. There's been a lot of pontiffs over the centuries, and most of them you've never heard about. This week we are featuring a vintage and forgotten cocktail that even I have never heard of. Where did I find this long-forgotten cocktail, you may ask? Why, it is featured in the aptly named Vintage Spirits and Forgotten Cocktails by Ted. Hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted.
The Blinker first appeared in Patrick Gavin Duffy's The Official Mixer's Manual back in 1934. Blinker was another term for blinder, such as one might outfit a horse or mule with to keep its eyes on the road. I sense that there's a cut and paste here from Wikipedia. I don't know, it's shady. Now, put on your blinders and don't blink. Just focus on the blinker. Just remember that too many blinkers can make a blinker go blind. And that, ladies and gents, is, can we get the full glass this week, huh? Can you not cheap out? What's going on with you? Okay,
She must
good.
be fun to go on a date with.
I know. I want all of it. I want the full buffet. I don't want the half of the buffet. Okay. Oh, that looks good though. It's kind of like strawberry daiquiri, which I have been like craving lately. I know we're on the edge of summer. Don't you feel like you have summer drinks that you drink?
Yes, but I also have body dysmorphia, which means
I'll never have a strawberry daiquiri. I want to thank you for burping whatever pepperoni you ate 5 days ago.
I'm sorry.
Because your cured meats are disgusting.
I'm sorry.
It was the most.
it just
You know,
came
we're
out.
very close to each other on this tiny
I'm
cocktail
sorry.
table.
I said I was.
I don't know what kind of hell you
said I was sorry.
ingested. What kind of, did you go and lick Italy today? What is coming out of your face?
It's really none of your goddamn business.
What did you eat? Now I'm curious.
I just had a
Here.
salad.
This has salad with like pork products in it. Cheers.
Maybe.
I hope this undoes that stank. This is the Blinker. Ooh, it's not as sweet as I thought it might be.
It's like
I
if
think
you
it's the
found out that
grapefruit
your
juice.
grandmother was a whore, that's what it would taste like.
I did. Her name was Kitty LaRue. You can't tell me that's not the name of like a burlesque dancer from the 20s.
Do you remember that one time I may have forwarded you that elderly woman in the like electric blue nightie that was trying to get people to come over to her?
Yes.
Right.
I do recall.
To come over to her and fuck her, especially in the morning. And she had
Yes.
glasses
I
on.
believe that we played the audio clip from that
Yes,
once upon
yes.
a time.
Somehow, now that was years ago.
Okay.
Somehow in my algorithm,
Oh, she's
she
back.
popped up,
No.
and then I did a deep dive, and I'm like, this woman is on here every day with a new nightie and
Hawking her wares?
and a new hairstyle, still wanting people to come over and have sex with her.
Okay, well, first of all, that's commitment to the algorithm.
Also, congratulations. I mean, good on you. That's
on
what you
you.
want. You know what you want.
Go get it.
I think it's like watching a car accident. I couldn't stop.
Well, you know what you have to do?
Call
You
her
have
up.
to go over there.
I have to have sex with
You
this older
have
woman.
to follow this to its natural, logical conclusion.
Well, if it's natural, I wouldn't be with an older woman.
But this is
Just
why there's
saying.
nothing natural about this from the get-go.
I'd be like, ding dong. Hi.
I'm Patrick.
And I am apparently here to fuck you, because that's what you
Well,
wanted.
come on in, sweetheart. I made you some cookies and some milk. Would
And
you like
then-
that?
That's code for go down on me. Oh, I've said too much.
I think
Could
I
you
just
be
have-
a little less disgusted?
No, I don't think I could. I honestly think if a woman came on to me now, first of all, I'd just laugh.
Do you
at
want to
her.
try?
And like if it was just really like aggressive, or if I had to do it, like we're gonna kill your parakeet if you don't have sex with this woman.
That's a
all right. Well,
threat.
let's see what happens.
Okay.
And then I get there. You know what? I could probably buy another one. Parakeet.
But you would actually say, what if it was honest to God Jenny? Like, what if somebody was
Well, I
like,
would have to, but it would be so. I'm like, I don't.
it's
this
a
is gonna-
hostage situation. They've got Jenny. They've sent you that weird little thing that says, we've got your dog.
Right. but,
Call
you
the
know,
OnlyFans
It's
lady.
not going to go up the flagpole. So I don't know what's going to happen.
You have to close your eyes and really dream.
Dream about what?
Anything but her.
Jenny or this old woman?
Do it for the Jen. Oh, wait, are you seeing this on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's doing this on Instagram in addition to, I mean, I assume she has a kick-ass OnlyFans page.
I assume that she has a family that now has
I
seen
never
her.
thought about that.
Like,
That didn't
hey,
even cross my mind.
Like, hey, Grandma, when you're done having sex with that man that just came over in the morning,
I would share it if it was my grandmother. I'd be like, y'all,
she's hot.
help a girl. She's got a Patreon page.
It's
I bet you
weird-
she
it's-
makes more money than us.
It's the ASMR of her rubbing that.
Oh, the fake nighty material that's flammable. And,
Yeah.
Oh, it's so itchy.
And it's like you're just. It's like watching like a Rob Zombie movie. You're like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here, and I don't like this. But
But
yet
I
I'm
can't
not.
leave. I'm not standing up to go.
Right, but I'm.
I've
here.
also paid $11 to be here,
Yeah.
which is probably the same cost.
Yes,
We should go in on this together.
I'm confused.
Will you send me the link? I'm going to do a deep dive.
I'll see what I can do.
While you're doing that, I think it's time, everybody. Should we take a question from one of our listeners/callers who called 917-887-6111? I haven't committed to a jingle yet. I can't feel it.
I've tried to jingle that jangle, and I can't.
You didn't Barry
jingle
Manilow it?
No.
Put a pin in that. I'll talk to you about when I met Barry Manilow and it was like in the complete darkness. Go ahead.
Are you sure it wasn't Barbara Walters?
Could have been. Absolutely could have been. All right, let's hear from our first caller, shall we?
My name is Fred. I'm from Arkansas. Paige, how do I maintain a balanced lifestyle between work and personal life?
Oh, and that was it. No bye. Nothing. That was it. Well, first of all, he's incredibly overwhelmed, as you
I
can
like
tell.
that he's asking me how.
Okay, so here
That
is the
would be.
thing. I hear this question, and I am a comedian, so my social life is my work life, is my social life. There is no differentiation. So
Only
for
Zool.
you, there is no differentiation, only Zool. You, as a normie,
Right.
of which we cannot speak. I like that there's some mystery behind you. You're like Wilson from Home Improvement.
Not Sarah McLachlan.
No,
She's
she's building a mystery. She isn't a mystery. She's like, I'll build a mystery with all of these floral skirts.
Yeah.
So, okay, work-life balance
choker
is
she
your
didn't like.
issue.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
So what do you do to not put your head in the oven? Because for a while, you were.
True.
What's your advice?
I care less. That's what I do.
About which?
Oh,
Work or life?
Work.
Okay, 100% life comes before work now.
Yes.
Okay.
I care less about work.
And do you feel like you do better because you care less?
No, I probably don't do that great. But, that's not really.
I appreciate
that's not
the
my
honesty.
concern.
It's not my
I mean,
concern.
I show I do. I mean, but the thing is, I have to do like 150%. So my carrying less is
like 70%. It's like what the average
still at
person's
100%.
100% is. Okay.
right. So I'm still like, you know,
But what are you doing differently now? Because at first, you were not.
silent. Well, not everything is. Not everything needs a response, and no response is a response.
Okay.
So I would suggest to anybody who, like me, who gets inundated with emails and texts all day long, every day. There are some that just don't. My lack of response is a response to them,
Now, see.
especially if it's a Sunday, Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, okay. So you officially have a weekend, in theory.
In yes and no, but I can shut that down real quick. I mean, I can't control what people are going to send to me, but I can control
Your
my
response to it. Ooh,
or
that's-
lack of response.
That's like what every therapist is like.
But
You
it's
can't
like,
control
some
what
people are like,
are
oh, I
gonna
need
react.
this, I need this right now. I'm sure. I would like $1 million right now. I'll do this on Monday when I'm at work, but right now it is Sunday. I am not at work. I'm with Jesus.
Oh my God. And he looks fantastic. So
Yeah.
give G the time. Look, we got a new
He's
pope.
just holding that lever like, tell him, you tell him, you tell him.
I'm
I will
here for you,
send him down
Patrick.
right now.
I'm here.
If he sends you one more text, I'm going to pull him right down.
Oh, do you like our new pope? He's American. Do you like? He's from Chicago too. He's from your neighborhood.
Yeah, with all the
Just-
fixins.
All the fix. Yes, the Chicago style
Style
pope.
pope. The Chicago
Yes,
style pope.
he's gonna force deep dish on Italy. They're gonna be like, we did not sign up for this a deep dish pope.
Who put ketchup on a hot dog?
I love ketchup on a hot dog. When I used to eat them, I don't eat solids
If
anymore.
you go to the Wiener Circle, they'll basically throw the hot dog at you.
If you ask, where's the Wiener Circle?
It's a hot dog place
In Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they do
It's
that
famous.
weird red onion sauce?
They do that weird. I'm gonna scream at you until you get away from me.
Oh, like Dick's or whatever that place
At the
is.
Bevex.
Ed DeBevick.
Or-
Why do I keep calling it Dick's?
Well, it's a Dick's Last Resort.
Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not wrong.
No,
I wanted to say
remember it was
sporting
like
goods.
That, there was like, this is so much fun. It's a 60s or 50s style diner. And then you walk in and then you're just fucking berated with an inch of your life.
It's
and you're
emotionally abusive.
Yeah, I totally am. I want to come in and be completely disrespected and say I'm having the time of my life.
Absolutely. And I just like that somebody sold that on
Yeah.
you went into a board meeting and it was like restaurant, great. What do
And
you guys serve? All American food. What else do you do? We
shit on
verbally
everybody.
shit on everybody who walks in.
And
okay.
and then you watch 90210, and then you get the real version, which is like Brandon looks like he's James Dean. It's got the neon sign. It's like the 50s theme, but everyone is nice to you. You go to Ed DeBevick's, they throw the hot fried grease at you and then say, fry it yourself.
It's emotional trauma peach pit.
And then they sit down like, oh, can you rub my feet? And then you're like, why? Why
Wait,
am I
is
here?
this did they actually do that?
No.
Oh my god!
Well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't work there every day.
I was so ready for that. Did you really work
No,
at
I
Ed
should have
DeBevick's?
worked there, though. That would have been.
That would have been your perfect job. Dick's Last
Ugh,
Resort.
See, it's always a day late and a dollar short.
You should have been at Dick's this whole
Yeah,
time.
I shouldn't have been in Howl at the Moon. I should have been at Dick's.
It also would have been great if Dick's Sporting Goods got in on this action. So you go and you're like, I just need to get my son a pair of cleats and some soccer balls. And they're like, how about these balls? Dick's Sporting Goods, you son of a bitch.
I also got small balls. You want my small balls?
You want my balls? Come back here. I go, what? I don't understand. I just wanted to get a jump rope.
You got golf clubs? I got your golf club right here. You want wood?
Why
Oh,
is
look at this
everybody
wood.
jerking off at the store? I got your 2 wood, your 5 wood, and a 5 iron for you, baby. Where am I? You're at Dick's Sporting Goods. Son of a bitch. I'm just saying. Just a
Wow.
note. If anybody sees this who
And then
works
it's
at
like,
Dick's.
like it morphs into a Martin Scorsese film, and then they just start beating the shit out of her with the 9 iron.
Yeah.
You're like,
And
this
she's
club, you
screaming.
like this club, you like this club, you like this club.
I don't. You flush the cocaine down the toilet, you stupid. Ah! It's it's a niche store, but you can also get golf
So
clubs.
do we get the loan or no?
Jurassic Park, remember that? Hey, you guys. Idea for a theme park. Great. Okay, we've had a few theme parks before. Uh-huh. So this one, we're gonna do it again. We're doing dinosaurs all over again.
It's different than my Final Destination theme park where everyone died. But everyone still kind of dies in this one too, but it's
got a Margaritaville. So, and Dippin' Dots. So,
Margaritaville. So, just to recap, that's Care Less. That's
care
my
less.
answer.
Care less.
Margaritaville.
Get a theme park.
I don't know if I want to be an aging adult that moves into a senior living facility based on Margaritaville.
Wait, you literally just described Cocoon. What's Margaritaville then?
Margaritaville.
Is Cocoon with drinks?
Yeah, that's, what's his name? Jimmy Buffett's.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So he's got like the thing in Times Square, the bar.
Is that really still there?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he still alive?
Well,
Let's
no,
just
he
start
died.
there.
So he had the show, he had the
Okay.
Broadway show, then he had the restaurant, and then he has like this senior living facility that's kind of just like tikis and Hawaiian shirts. I
I
believe.
want you to take a breath before you say another word.
I
I
just
want you
realized.
to look around this room.
I just realized what I said, and
I
I
want
feel
you to
like
look at all of his closet.
I need to leave now. I need to like. I walked into the wrong room.
You walked
I'm just gonna
into-
tiptoe.
You know in Aliens when they walk into that room where all the eggs are and the eggs start opening up?
Yes,
That's you in this lounge
correct.
right now.
Right.
You know that
Yes.
Jules only wears
Yes,
Hawaiian
yes.
shirts now, or I like to call it end of life care.
I'm just saying. Have you ever been to? Has he been to a Jimmy Buffett concert?
No.
Okay, so this is different. This is a different.
Is it?
Yes,
Look around.
it is. This is.
He's like, there you can get drinks. God. Okay. It's different. There's a lot of bright lights. God.
All I'm saying is there was a brief period of my life where I was like, this is when I was listening to a lot of Blues Travelers, Dave Matthews Band, and some of this because I'm like, okay, how can I pass?
As straight, and you thought Dave Matthews Band was the answer?
Well, it wasn't the Mariah Carey Christmas CD in July in my car.
But it wasn't far off. You were like, how can I find a man who yodels?
He had just come out. It's not like he had come out. This is like John Mayer, who I also don't listen to.
Oh my God, I know.
But every guy, or like, but
Safe looking white guy.
yes,
Okay.
safe looking, dirty white guy.
Yeah. White t-shirt.
Yeah,
Doesn't really care all that much.
like Jason Mraz. That whole.
Where's
kind of-
he?
I don't know.
What happened to Jason Mraz?
But just kind of like it looks like I knew him from the mall. We just got Dippin' Dots together and blah blah.
Because Dippin' Dots is playing prominently in this podcast episode.
Did you say Dippin'? You did.
Yes,
just say
that's a double Dippin' Dot. We just need one more for the hat trick.
and then it like busts through the wall. Hey!
Wait, you're the Kool-Aid man. Everybody's got. I transitioned.
Hold on a minute. Puts on a-
I can change. Too sugary. Kool-Aid man is just like a jug of water now.
It's just an empty glass.
That's fascinating. So, just to recap, everybody, and get
Aaron
back
and I
to
will be
the
going to
advice.
Margaritaville in Times Square if you want to pick up the
Because
tab.
you know why? We care less.
I've cared less about
I've
everything.
cared less. But it's funny when you say care less, the first thing that goes is work. And thank you to post-COVID life. Because that's really what it's all about. I don't think people care that much about work anymore.
I don't think people care about most things anymore.
Oh, apathy. Get with it.
I'm just
There's our
saying.
next t-shirt, everybody. Apathy. Am I right, ladies? I don't give a shit. All right, next question. I almost said next song. This drink is good.
Next song, please.
Next song.
Hey, dear pod.
Hey.
I'm calling in for
Hi.
some advice. My husband is going through something right now, and I really think that he could really use a therapist, but he has never been to therapy, and he absolutely refuses to go. He says that no one in his family ever went. He doesn't believe in it, but I am a fan of therapy, and I think it could really help him. And frankly, he needs someone besides me to help him through this. So how do I persuade him to go to therapy for the first time. I could use your help. Thanks. This is Stacy in Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
Listen, Stacy, you tell him that therapy is a bar, and you
I was
show
going to
up.
say Patty went to therapy every weekend.
Every
Therapy
time I told
bar
someone-
and grill.
I was like, "Oh, I work at therapy." They're like, you're a therapist? No, I work at therapy. Wait, you work for? It's a bar.
And you walked into the bar that night and you were like, guys, can we change it? Gay bars have great names. Therapy, Barracuda, Ramrod.
I've never been to a ramrod.
That was Boston, baby. Boston Back Bay. Whew, Gilda Lily on that one. Back Bay, Ramrod. You do the math.
I find it funny when people are like, "Yeah, none of my family's gone to therapy." Okay.
Oh,
Let's dive into each individual person in your family.
you know that this one hits home with me because I am A, from Boston, B, Irish Catholic. These are two things that you cannot therapize. I am the only person in my therapy. In my therapy
This thing is
family. I am the only person in my family. The only way that my family is going to look inward is if there's an MRI.
Okay.
Other than that, they don't do it. There's no such thing as feelings. We did not have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Feelings were not an option. I was the only one who then went to theater school and was like, I'm feeling things I've never felt before. And then I go to therapy, and here's the thing about therapy. You can't quit it. You can,
Yes, you can.
but it's breaking up with somebody.
Well, yeah.
And then, which is weird because then you've talked to the therapist about your breakup, so then they know what's coming.
Or they don't. You got to break it up. You got to do it right.
Are you the only one in your family who's ever been to therapy?
No.
Have you tried to get somebody to go to therapy?
No. Oh, yes, I have.
Ooh, who? Do tell.
Just a friend, but they're like, no, I don't think so. You know, those people that you're always trying to like, well, maybe I can help you find a job. I know this person or this person. No, because you know why? No. And then they tell you all these excuses.
All the reasons why you can't. Okay,
And then
so
it's
the
like,
reasons
oh,
why you
should
can't.
you should come to New York. Okay, I would, but I can't because all right.
Money.
Well, then
Yeah.
that type of thing. I want you to go to therapy. Well, I would, but I can't afford it. And they're like, oh, well, I'll pay for it. Or you can do it online. It's cheaper. Or you can do this. No, because
The more that people give you answers as to why they can help you with that, the less they will do it. There's like 20 excuses in a chamber. When you try to tell, like, if somebody's like, well, I'll pay for your therapy. And they're like, yeah, but then I have to go every week and I don't have the time to go every week. And you're like, well, you can do it at night. You can do it in the day. You can use BetterHelp. There's all these different things that you could do. And then they're like, yeah, but no. And then they're just going to land on no.
yeah,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it feel.
that's correct. I don't think I'm the only one in my family that does. I know a lot of us should. But especially I think after you lose a parent at a certain point in your life, I think that you should.
Do grief counseling?
Grief counseling or just kind of, if you don't have, finished business, it helps you to
Finish the business.
kind of, yeah.
And you're the only one who's done that.
I mean, I've consistently gone since I think my dad died till now. So that's been
You're
a
still
while.
going right now.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Why?
I mean, sometimes it gets to a point where
what
you're
are
kind
you
of like,
saying?
well, sometimes you're in therapy and then you're like, I was feeling good until we talked about this, and now I don't feel so good.
That's what I say to Jules. The day after therapy is the worst day for everybody. Because we're always like, oh my God, I was fine until I opened up this scab and started poking at it with sticks.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm like Matt Damon and Good Will Hunting. Like you're just looking out the window and you're commenting on all of Robin
Artwork.
Williams' artwork. But I think it's like
You
it's
read all these books.
Yeah, you read that book. You read that book. You read that book. I think you're about to kill yourself.
This is why a lot of Boston people I feel like don't go to therapy because
Good
of
Will
the
Hunting?
accent. No, it's the accent. Could you picture sitting across from somebody and they're like, it's wicked hard to feel your feelings, you chotch.
I'd have to say, hold on. So what I'm hearing is it's really difficult.
It's wicked hard to not want to punch someone in the throat when you're on your way to Dunks.
Something about Dunkin' Donuts and you don't you don't want to hurt someone, but you really do.
Yeah,
Is that
good.
right?
You're doing all right.
Okay.
You're good, kid.
All right. Thanks for coming in. I'll
Thanks.
see you next
Anyway,
week.
you want something from Dunks when I leave?
I don't like therapists that I can tell that they're always watching the clock. I know that you have to watch the clock, but you know what? Make the whole wall behind me a clock.
I was just gonna say, or put the clock in the middle of your head.
Right.
I don't think I've had a lot of that.
I don't think a lot of people are good at it.
There's nothing worse than being like, I'm literally paying you $250 to listen to my problems. Can you not look at your Casio, your little Seiko watch?
Yeah, or just have like a timer, have it go off.
Oh, that's worse. That's way worse. Can you imagine? You're like, and that's when I found out my father touched me.
But the thing is, something always happens in the last 5 minutes. You're like, aha, we got to go now.
And we're done here.
Yeah.
You make a breakthrough towards the end.
Yeah, and then I walk home and I'm like,
I'll forget it for the next time.
no, like I walk home and like that day is like, I don't remember that. I remember one of my friends was telling me about a different bullying situation when I was a kid. And it came through into my therapy and I'm like, I forgot about that horrible experience as well.
But wait, you took somebody else's experience and you made it your own?
No.
It was just a whole different, like,
She had
forgotten
commented on the abuse that she had seen towards me, but did not know the other abuse at the same time. So I was double bullied.
It's a comedy podcast. Are you having a good time? Write to us, dear pod advice. Yeah.
When you go into therapy and you're like, I'm going to talk about X, Y, and Z, and all of a sudden they're like, well, what about? And then you go on this whole like, it's
And
like
then
that
you're like, I was
runaway
never
train,
loved.
that runaway train to hell. You're like, hold on,
Hold my earrings.
no brakes, no brakes, no brakes.
I don't remember falling down that well, but now I remember that I fell down the well and then everybody forgot me for a week and a half. We're at time, Patrick.
Yeah, and then it's like this. Okay, you have a good week too. Okay.
I am so good at that cry. I am so, if there's one therapy cry that I'm good at, it's actually one of these. It's I'm fine.
It's like the wrap it up cry, other than the McDonald's straw cry.
Oh, okay. You have wrap it up. I have straw cry. Ready? Wait. Do your cry. I'll do my cry. Ready?
It's loosely based on what's her name's Nev Campbell's. You know. Wait, talk like.
But she liked the shock like that when she wasn't crying.
Maybe that's true.
Okay. Ready? You do yours.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to go. You have a good weekend.
There you go, you guys. There is your there's your sound effect for the week. Your weekly SE sound. Well, here's the other fun thing, therapy wise, and I know that we're on topic, but our advice is you can't push anybody.
We're roaming.
I don't think you can push anybody into therapy. I think they have to want to do it. I think the best thing that you can do is be like, it would help, blah, blah, blah. I say this because I have a friend of mine who he developed a tic. Have we talked about this?
Like he was in Central Park rolling around?
No. His tic was a glottal stop. I feel like we've had this conversation before. I feel like I'm having a stroke. But anyway, at some point, he developed a weird glottal stop tic. So when he was talking, he'd be like, and like, I'm sorry. I know I'm going to help. That's what happened.
So that's like when someone like hits you in your neck.
Exactly. It's like that slice to the throat.
No.
And so I think, here's my theory. Here's my archer theory. I think that was because he came to the city and was such an underdog, and he had a lot of success really fast. And I think he didn't know how to handle it. And your body is nuts.
This is Bobby Benson.
It was, and that man was Robbie Benson.
Oh, it's Robbie Benson.
Happy birthday. It's
Oh, see,
good.
that's
That's
what I
how
thought
big
Bobby
he is.
Benson would have been.
It's cuter.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I'm Bobby Benson.
See, not as cute with Robbie.
No, Robbie.
Shout out to Robbie Benson, everybody.
Happy
I'm going to
birthday.
get the nastiest email from him being like,
Happy
no more
fucking birthday.
No more happy birthdays for you. But
Bitch.
here's a goodbye song that I wrote with my wife in our basement of our dome that
I
we
would
created.
still take it. The Beast is serenading you.
Yes, that was the Beast would send me a song. Anyway,
Tale as old as time.
I think I think your brain, like in the words of my mother, the mind is a terrible thing. And then she just stopped there. Not like a terrible thing to waste. She just
She
was
forgot
like,
why she came
I
into
probably,
the room.
the mind is a terrible thing. Where's the Haagen-Dazs?
That's her brain slowly being replaced by a quart of
A
Haagen-Dazs.
new brain, your new brain, courtesy of Pharma. And
We've secretly
replaced Ellen Marie McGuire's brain.
with a new Sanka brain. Let's see if she notices.
It's a little bit more caffeine, but I'm doing okay.
This crystal's got me spinning.
Different kind of crystal. So he had like success as soon as he got here. And I think that he was so tied to this weird identity of being the underdog and being unsuccessful that his brain did not know what to do. Mm-hmm. So I think it literally manifested itself in a weird glottal stop that he was like, I'm doing well. I made a lot of money this week. It's just like, it was too much. It was too good that I think that he had a thing. So all of us were like, you got to go to a therapist about this. This is not...
He's like, it's actually just a Hall's
It's fine.
stuck in my throat.
You know, I went to, that popcorn, when you have that thing where it gets stuck in the back of your throat. It's been there for like, I don't know, 5 months now. But all of us were like, you have to go to a therapist because this is not getting resolved.
Because we cannot eat with you. 'Cause we are
It's
about
making
to vomit.
me upset. Because he knew he did it, but he had no control over it. We all, you can...
Can you talk to him like someone who has the hiccups? Like,
How do you talk to somebody who's
like you're scared out of him?
That almost scared the drink out of my head.
He's like, oh, I'm not doing it anymore. All right.
That's amazing. Who knew? All it took was you yelling for me to stop this
Hang him upside
5-month
down.
tick
Hold
that has
your nose.
developed as a result of my success. So all of us were like, you gotta go to a therapist because holy Jesus, it's making it hard to go out to bars. So, and God forbid. So we went to a therapist and he started to get better just by talk therapy. Like all of a sudden that it started to dissipate and it wasn't happening fast enough for him. So he was like, give me a drug. And this is like before drugs were like the thing. Like you would be put on a drug instantly right now.
Sure.
They're like, you want Lexapro? What do you want? You want some shit? Let me open up my jacket. What you want? We got some shit.
Do you have some dum-dums?
Yeah, we got dum-dums. You want some? They taste good. I love a dum-dum. But he took the pill and then that thing went away. But then he was like, I'm perfect. I'm fine. And he stopped going to therapy and he became an asshole.
Story sucks. That story sucks.
So if that doesn't...
So don't go to therapy to become an asshole.
Tell your husband you don't go to therapy. You become an asshole. And you get a dum-dum when you leave.
Wait, he does go to therapy or he does not?
If he doesn't go to therapy, you become an asshole.
So this asshole is still in therapy?
No, he's not. I don't think he is anymore.
Does he still do the glottal stuff?
I don't talk to him. No, that went away. It did. It was because the pills, they took it away. And then he was like, problem solved. I'm an awesome person. And I was like, you were kind of a D before. And the D has come back.
And now you're a giant D.
And now he works at Dick's Sporting Goods. Do you want golf clubs? Follow me in the back for your 5-iron. Go to therapy, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to therapy right now. Do we have one more question?
I think the next one will be a writing, but I have a question for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to attend? I don't know if you get in touch. Want to see if your mother
Oh,
can
no,
send
she
a
won't be able to pick up. She doesn't have service.
Oh,
She doesn't have a
damn
cervix.
it.
She doesn't have a cervix. Well, that too.
No cervix.
But,
no cervix necessary.
No moth report this week because my mother is on a ship right now. That is right. She is on the world's lamest cruise. Do you want to hear what this is?
Yes.
So, first of all, it's some elders. It's the elder family is
Is
going.
it a sex cruise?
I wish. That would make this... No, it's not Carnival. Carnival is the sex and fight cruise. Do you know that?
No.
There's always a fight breaking out over somebody who had a threesome.
I'm assuming this is a straight cruise? Straight
Oh,
sex
yeah,
cruise?
straighties. Yeah.
Straight sex
It would be
cruise.
much different if it was a gay cruise. It would be like expected.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna go on a gay cruise, and if you do not have the buffet and like 5 guys it's 5 guys, burgers and fries. And if you don't have that by the time you get off a gay cruise, you're not gay cruising correctly.
Wait, if you don't have 5 guys or if you don't have 5 guys, the chain?
Either one.
Because there's a certain group of men that will not be eating that, but the other man will be.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying.
I'm just
'Cause you
saying.
gotta prepare.
There's a reason Human Centipede has 3 movies that have been made. Just saying.
Just saying, there's not a homosexual in any of them.
Oh, says
Just-
you.
just
I think we
saying.
need to do some IMDb on that before you commit. However, we're not calling my mother this week because she is on a cruise ship that went out of Boston with it went to Bermuda. But that's it. That's all they're doing. Like it's just going down to Bermuda and then it's coming back. There's no other stops on this cruise.
There's no stop
No.
other than Bermuda.
That's it. They are literally, they got on a ship, they sailed down. So now basically they're just in a floating hotel for the next 3 nights before they come right back up again.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's boring.
A floating hotel.
And they took a dance lesson, and the woman was teaching them how to do the Thriller dance. And I'm just saying, if you belong to Patreon, you're getting the video of my mother dancing the Thriller. And she's learning the choreography, and she's got her arms out, and they're you can hear the dance teacher going, turn, open, close, scare, 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 open, close. And that has been in my head for the past 2 days, everybody. So now it will be in yours if you join Patreon.
I think it has somehow creeped in there.
Open, close, open, close, scare,
Is this like
scare,
this?
scare, scare.
That?
Yes, scare, 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 scare. You know exactly what it is.
Of course they do.
But they were trying to teach her how to do the zombie walk, and you know how they like do the head tick, and they're trying to teach them like these are zombies. You know, your head is ticking to the right. It's doing a little bit of that.
As if everybody knows what a zombie does.
Naturally, it depends on which zombie. Are we talking 28 Days Later? Or are we talking the slow moving zombies?
Or this is what's that other one? Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, The Last of Us. Those are aggressive. Those are 28 Days Later style zombies.
Or yeah.
There's a fast moving zombie and there is a slow zombie.
I want a slow zombie.
Oh my God, I know. That's
Where
what
do they
they
get the
should be.
energy?
Where are you guys getting all this juice from?
You were a lazy fuck when you were alive.
And now you could run a marathon.
With both your hands and feet. Like what?
You could never climb trees before you became a
But
zombie.
somehow you got all the way up the Empire State
Yeah,
Building
and they
in like
look
5 minutes.
fantastic. Have you seen a fat, fast-moving zombie? No, you haven't.
No. Well, they've been running all day.
That's all they do is run.
Yeah.
They stop, they eat a person, and then they run. So it's like the paleo diet with like a lot of running.
And a lot of meth. So it's like basically anyone that I encountered in Hell's Kitchen during COVID who wasn't housed.
Who is a Last of Us zombie. They're a Last of Us zombie.
Yeah.
But a slow
That's fun.
zombie.
A
I'm
slow
just
zombie
saying.
just like
I love my kingdom to be a slow zombie. I am a slow zombie when I come home and I'm like, I take off my clothes. I'm like, I can't bother. Why are they always going,
Well, because the zombies are always like, but if
But
they're
they can't be
slow,
bothered.
They're kind of like,
all they're doing is sort of just walking.
you're racing past them. They're just like, go away.
You can eat the person. I don't care. I'm the undead.
Yeah,
What? How am I going to get more dead than this?
I'm the unzombie.
Oh, look at me go. I'm Rob Zombie. You guys, it all comes back to Rob Zombie today.
Yes, it does.
Correct me if I'm wrong as I go to our final question of the evening, which is written to us from dearpodadvice@gmail.com, ladies and gentlemen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a Rob Zombie movie called Last House on the Left.
I believe so.
I brought my mother to it.
So then you do know that. So why did you ask me something if you already knew the answer?
I just wanted to confirm that was a Rob
But
Zombie
you just
movie.
told, I don't know.
I believe it was. It is the most aggressive movie
going
I've
somewhere?
ever seen. I am just readjusting my bum.
Okay.
I'm a slow-moving zombie today. I brought Moth to see Last House on the Left once upon a time. And it's basically
It's a great idea.
horrifying. It's like
He
it's not
doesn't
a horror
make
movie.
lullabies.
What? He's not doing rom-coms.
No.
Rom-coms by Rob Zombie.
Jennifer Garner in the new Rob Zombie movie. No.
It's great. I'm a 13-year-old, but then I get murdered in the woods.
I did the
It's
Thriller
great.
dance, and then they ripped me limb
And
from limb.
yes, exactly. Last House on the Left is one of the most aggressive movies I've ever seen in my life. And I did not see the whole of it because I like to go see horror movies when they open. And I happened to be in Boston when this movie opened. And the only one to go with me as a date was Moth. And then
She
she
had
was
no
like, we're
idea.
not leaving without your father. So the three of us went to Rob Zombie's Last House on the Left, and it was like a snuff film.
Yes.
And my mother goes, she turns to me in the middle of it, she goes, "What's wrong with you? Why did you bring me to this? What's wrong inside of you?" It became like she was literally screaming it at the time. I was like, let's just go. Let's just go. We lasted 15 minutes, and I was like, she's like, "No, something's wrong with you that you want to see movies like this." And that's why I go to therapy,
You're
everybody.
like, it's you, Mom.
It's you.
That's why I watch
You're the
this.
problem.
That's why I gotta watch this stuff.
Enjoy Bermuda. We have one final question for this evening. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. This is a write-in. dearpodadvice@gmail.com, everybody. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. Minutes. All right. Okay. Here we go. Dear Pod. Oh, I'm going to read this. Let me see. Let me give a little voice to this.
Okay.
It's
You can use
I'm
a
going to
big
make her
voice as well.
gentle, okay?
Dear Pod, my husband and I have a rather strained relationship with his parents, my in-laws. While we have put up boundaries to protect our peace, we are actively trying to repair the relationship and give them grace for past issues. We haven't seen them in 11 months, but we invited them to visit us for Mother's Day. Originally, they accepted the offer. We planned to host them, bought Mother's Day gifts, made reservations for brunch. We found out later they can't or don't want to come anymore. We're not sure how to feel. Should we encourage them to visit and continue to push through the awkwardness, or pretend the reason they are no longer visiting is honestly a change of plans and nothing personal? Advice is needed. Signed, a nervous daughter-in-law.
Listen, daughter-in-law, when God gives you lemons,
You make hot lemonade, damn it.
this is a gift. If your in-laws are coming or they cancel, they've just freed up your plans.
Absolutely.
Nothing's better than canceled plans.
And it was on them, not you. I'm cheering in the streets. What a shame.
Yeah.
You can't make it.
Are you just upset? Or do you like, it seems like they just want to be upset.
To me, it's
Right.
more like, I don't know. Do you have that strong of a relationship with the in-laws to begin with? She said strained relationship.
So then why would you want to have a strained date?
Exactly. Is there nothing more awkward than they show up and they're like, "Hey,
And they got nothing to say.
what's up?"
Nothing. What's up with you?
I'm giving the millennial voice, though.
Oh.
"Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
what's going on?
I'm really happy to be here at this dinner."
I'm happy to. Like, it's just a series of, they're just saying the same thing. Let's do it again.
Okay,
It's
ready.
just- we're just going to say the same thing.
"Hey,
Hey,
what's up?"
what's going on?
"Nothing.
Nothing here.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Cool.
Yeah, cool, right?
Croissants.
Yeah, I like croissants as well. It's going to have a croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's really yummy.
We should do this all the time.
All the time. I like it. I like
All
time.
the time. You like time?
Yeah, time won't give me time.
Time after time.
Yeah, time's cool.
I like time.
Yeah, I like the band time.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Oh, like, why do you want to fake it? Didn't we, at this point in our life, listen,
This
I
goes
know that
back to-
I've had some of whatever the hell this thing is that we're drinking.
This
the
is
blind.
like carrying less.
Carrot, we don't give a shit. That is our theme. And if you don't give a shit, you're going to be so much happier.
I'm just saying, if these people want to again, the best thing is canceled plans.
Oh, isn't it awesome?
It frees you up. And
Yeah.
unless you're just, I would just want to see if they show up. Well, then that's a sick game
It's
that you
the
want to
point
play.
exactly. And then they're going to show up and then you're not going to be happy.
You're
that
still not
they're
going to be
there.
happy, so you're just not going to be happy either way.
But here's the best part. It was on them that they canceled. You did not cancel them. So therefore, you are in the clear. You have been given a get out of jail free card.
Yes, and you can always use it against him.
Ooh,
any
look,
given time.
you chose to do this. Oh, which
That's
I
why
love.
we're not going to your house at Christmas. She didn't want to come for Valentine's Day.
Listen, as a professional grudge holder, I am here for it. I will hold your grudge. Everybody's grudge holding.
There you go.
That is the best. That's the one thing that my family does really well. We're career grudge
I'm aware.
holders.
I'm aware.
Why did they hold a grudge
What?
on you?
We gotta go. We gotta go.
I will never forget the thing that you said 12 years ago when you were drunk in a bar that you can't possibly remember, but I've embroidered it on a pillow, and it's going to be a thing from now on. Yeah, I think that, why force it? Why force it? If you don't have to hang out, don't hang out.
Correct.
And if they've said that you don't want to hang out, they don't want to hang out, you don't have to hang out.
If this were a drinking game of saying the word hanging out, I would be in the cemetery.
Everybody drink, everybody. Don't you want to hang out?
Stop it.
Come on, let's hang. Welcome to Dick's. You want to hang out in the back where you can try out my
hang out in my mouth,
my big
Dick's.
fat bat? Yeah, they're wood. They're made of wood. Did I say wood enough? Dick's Sporting Goods. We whip it out and we smack you in the face with a Dick's Sporting Goods.
You'd be like a manic zombie.
This episode of Dear Pod is mixed and edited by Jim Ferris and is a property of Pineapple Ranch Productions.